So building off of my last practice session, this was intended to put together even more, things in combination, including different. Well, obviously you can see I've got some walls, or at least small representations of walls, as well as a port here that I'm going to practice with tonight. And target set up a little bit differently than what I had last practice session. And so here we start with my walkthrough of this stage. This is going to be a cold run. I haven't done any shooting at all on this particular day, so I am jumping right into it, and I want to see what I can turn in cold performance-wise. So I'm going to go through it just like I would as if I was approaching it at a match, as a stage. Look at it, walk through it, memorize it, visualize it, all of that stuff, just like I normally would. And then here I'm just doing a kind of more of a full speed walkthrough, which is just an opportunity for dry practice, right? It has every bit just as much value as doing the real thing, I find. So go through it in dry practice, and then here I just got actually done loading my gun, and I am doing a visualization. This is the same routine I go through pretty much every time I shoot a stage. So I make ready, load the gun, put it in the holster, do one more visualization, kind of mental rehearsal walkthrough of that stage. And then there's one other piece that I quite often do as part of my make ready, which is I'm looking at each one of the targets, and I'm looking at the specific spot on each of those targets that I want to make sure my eyes land transitionally. And so here is the first run. Completely cold again. Overall, I was pretty happy with how this went for a cold run. I had some struggles here with the reload, struggled getting it out of the pouch, struggled getting it into the gun. So I actually came into that last position very late and a little bit hurried to get the gun up on target, which you'll see cost me here in just a minute. These were already here. I forgot the tape. All alphas here. And I forgot to tape some of these black ones here, but that one's definitely new. So presumably like an Alpha Charlie on the simulated 25-yard target. These were here. So I made up a shot here. Pretty sure it was that one. Probably made up with one of these. So yeah, I've got 4 left to score. So 3 Alpha, 1 Charlie. All Alpha there. Oh, and I tagged the no shoot. Did not see that. Darn it. Charlie's new, the rest are Alpha. Did not see that, did not call it, did not make it up, so I'd be a no shoot Mike. Well, that's a cold run. I would accept all of it. I have to accept all of it. But I'm really regretful of that no shoot. I did not see it, did not call it. Not even sure which shot it was. I was calling all alphas there. So presumably, probably on entry into position. Likely needed to settle down. Actually, you know what? I'll bet you, because the run actually itself wasn't bad, especially for a cold run. But I really struggled getting the reload done. I just didn't want to go in the mag well. So I'll bet that no shoot was on that immediately following. It's like I got the gun barely reloaded as I'm coming. Like I should have been shooting already, basically. So yeah, I'm sure that's where it was. And also probably why I didn't see or call it, because I wasn't really paying attention to it. I was just glad I finally got my gun reloaded. There you go, cold run. All right, so that was a 1867, 4 alphas, the rest Charlie, no shoots. So a little sloppy. I mean, I would have liked to have seen 1 or 2 more or less Charlies. One thing I'm noticing, since I just went right into the shooting of a stage cold tonight, so I didn't do a bunch of experimentation or isolation drills. I didn't really warm up.
I am definitely not seeing my sights as confidently as what I was the other night. That's okay, it's gonna come. Saw some hesitation going into this position here right off the get-go. Just wasn't seeing what I needed to see, trying to recalibrate the eyes. So the big thing there was just reloading the wrong spot, so obviously I didn't have the rounds I needed. Like I knew my reload mag was, that's actually the one I reloaded off of last stage. I knew I had enough rounds for six shots, 6 or 7 shots. Anyway, so we're gonna run that one again and make sure we do it the correct way this time. Look at hits. Oh no. Well, we would have a mic here. Everything else is good. Again, just not quite seeing things. 2 Charlie here. Presumably the other 2 hits are alphas. I know I made up one back here. Presumably that one. Because I know it was wide, so the makeups were good. This one, well, they're Charlies, so there's that at least. I threw some at that probably more confidently than I should have. That one was good. And still clean on that one. All right, so the mic on the tuxedo target. More work, clean it up. So we're going to switch things up a little bit. The targets are going to stay in the same position. So this will look very similar here. The one thing we're going to change up is we're going to actually come to this point and actually navigate our way around this column kind of in a serpentine fashion and then over to this position. And then, boy, I can't even get the camera that low right now on the tripod. If I lower the tripod, there we go. Now I've switched up the port so that it's a low port, which I hate low ports. I'm a tall guy. So there you go. That's what we're gonna switch up. Check hits. I think I'm pretty good on hits. That's a pacer that blew off. That's an old hole. So there's one Charlie. Oh, maybe two Charlie. This is my first Charlie this whole practice session. Two of them, in fact, on this target. Finally broke the streak on that target. One Charlie there, so that's three total. I got a couple on that first target too. Down here, one there. So I'm sitting at like 5 Charlies, so it wasn't super clean, but there's 6. And we're clean on this one. 6 Charlie, but the first run I broke into the 14s on, so I'm not gonna complain. So that's my last run of the night. What I'm gonna finish up with now is some accuracy focused practice. Actually, I lied. What I'm going to finish with before I do the accuracy focus is I'm going to just do lateral movement back and forth until I run out of max. I have to do a reload each position, or between each position, because he's going to have somewhere between 8 and 10 rounds per mag. So the purpose here is going to be to try to slam the reload home and sprint, because I'm not always super speedy with the sprints. I'm old, I'm fat, my joints hurt, but we're gonna push it tonight before we wrap up and see what we can pull off in terms of sprint speed. Okay. Overall, though, pretty clean. I do have 2 no shoots.